Hey everyone, this is going to be a rather spontaneous video. I actually had planned to make another video today, but I'm going to make this one instead. Earlier on I was watching Got That Funk's latest video on love and insecurity. By the way, this will be a reply to that video, so you can go and watch that one. And it spoke to me a lot because it's something that I've dealt with myself, and my partner, my fiance, has dealt with as well. The first relationship I had, I've only ever had sort of two relationships, what I would call relationships. The first one I had was quite 4 or 5 years back now, and it was my first ever relationship, and I was completely riddled with jealousy and insecurity. Definitely did not help the relationship at all. There was hardly a time that went by during the day when I didn't feel very jealous or very insecure. Now this came from this came out of nowhere for me, because I'd never had any sort of relationship, what I would consider a relationship, before then, and it was something that was very unwelcome, and it was very distressing as well. It made me very anxious, maybe very low. I figure it just came from having a very low self-esteem issues. Now I suffer from depression, and so I do not have the best opinion of myself, and I think that just sort of it's like a breeding ground for insecurity and for jealousy in a relationship. If you can't see the good in yourself, you're not going to believe that other people can. And so we get on to the relationship I have now with now my fiance Katie. We met in November of '09. We've been emailing each other for about a month or so before, and the first time we met, those insecurities came back. I felt very anxious and very low for a long time afterwards. In fact, it took about 6 weeks before I felt ready enough to meet up with her again, because I kept thinking back to my previous relationship. I thought, obviously, nothing's changed that much in my thinking between that time and this time. At least I didn't think so. That was during the time that I actually lost all the weight that I've lost and I've kept off. But to me, my thinking hadn't really changed, or how wrong I was. Okay, I still get twinges of jealousy and insecurity, but with this relationship, it really has got to the point where I really do trust her. And it's a relationship that has become very enjoyable. We're planning things to do this year. We're going to different places, and this is to me, this is what a relationship is supposed to be. With the other relationship I had, it was just fraught with doubt and anxiousness. There was hardly any time I got to actually enjoy being with this other person. Now that I'm with someone that I actually feel like I can trust, and I have a lot of respect and admiration for, I can really enjoy being with that person. I can be happy. I can feel comfortable in their presence. I can enjoy going out to a restaurant. I can enjoy having a very good conversation with them. And I think that's down to a couple of things. First off, the love aspect, what Got That Funk talks about. I love Katie in a way that I never thought was possible, and that I've never loved anyone before, and I really do think that helps. We have a very deep connection. I think something that doesn't happen very often to a lot of people. We connect on a very deep emotional level, and we very much empathize with each other's situations. Something that I thought would be very hard to find in a woman would be to understand that I'm going to get very, very low sometimes, and to find a woman that not only finds me attractive and wants to be with me, but also can understand that part of my personality that I don't like, but is there and has to be dealt with. I thought that would be very rare. Luckily for me, Katie understands where I'm coming from in this issue. She suffered from it herself, and so she's perfectly placed to know how it affects people. And she's always been there for me, and I've said to her that whenever she gets low, I'll always be there for her, because, as I said, we empathize a lot. We can put each other in each other's shoes, if you know what I mean. We can feel, we can empathize with how the other person is feeling, and so we try to treat them the way we would like to be treated given that situation. Now, I'm not going to really divulge much information, but Katie hasn't really had the best luck when it comes to relationships in the past. I want her to have as much trust in this relationship as I do, but I can completely understand why she doesn't, given what's happened to her. I think it's a case of getting used to being treated well. She hasn't been treated great in some of her other relationships, and so I guess she kind of somewhat expects it from me. But I think she's gonna be disappointed in that respect. But once we've been in a relationship for a longer amount of time, those kind of feelings, worries are going to go away as she gets used to being respected and admired for the person that she is. And the second thing I want to talk about is what Got That Funk also mentioned was about trust and honesty. Katie was quite upfront with me with what she thought her problems would be. She wanted to get the problems as she saw it out of the way, just so they sort of wouldn't spring up maybe a month, 2 months down the line, and problems might occur in the relationship. And I really respected that. That's the kind of person that I would like to be with, someone who can be very upfront and honest with what they think are their weaknesses. And so I did the same. I told her that I suffer from depression, and it can get very bad sometimes. And I think that we started from a basis of honesty and openness in this relationship. I think that's a really, really great place to start. I cannot emphasize that enough. Always be open to communication. Never hide things away. Do not let things fester inside of you. Having a good dialogue with your partner, keeping it very open, keeping it very honest about the things that are bugging you, about the things that the other person may do that maybe you feel insecure about or jealous about, is always a great thing in order to keep a relationship going and flowing. And it's one of the things that will actually make a relationship last. If you have a partner that you have trust and love for, that they will understand the processes and the thoughts that your mind is going through, why you reach certain conclusions, why you're thinking maybe negatively, you can talk about it with this person and see that really your worries are just built up in your head, and you can move on from it and be in a stronger relationship. Because I really want this relationship to last, and I think Katie does as well. And so having that basis of openness and honesty is really put the groundwork down for a relationship that I think hopefully will last a very long time. So if I could leave you with a few parting words, would be to open up to your partner. Trust them with your problems. You will see that things are really hardly ever as bad as you think they are. Having good trust and good communication with your partner is a key factor in making your relationship work and making it healthy and making it fun, because that's one of the reasons why you want to be with a partner, is because it's fun to be with them. It's happy. It's supposed to be a good thing. It's not supposed to be fraught with jealousy and insecurities. But anyway, I've rambled on for long enough. I hope everyone is doing all right out there, and cheerio.